Hello students, welcome you all in the virtual class learning lectures and lessons means chapters we have already been completed. Only 2 or 3 chapters are remaining in each book. You know that you are having 2 books. So I decided to do the practice of grammar because while checking your papers I found that many students have made a silly mistake while doing the grammar exercises. Actually, they have written the sentence correctly. Okay, very easy questions I asked in the first term exam. Then also, nearly about 85% of students have made the silly mistakes. That is why I felt that there is need to teach you the revision exercise, or we can say practice exercise for you in this lecture. So don't avoid my lecture. Don't forget to see this lecture because this lecture is very important for you. This is not just the time pass I made over here. So that you know that in my lecture also I am not doing the time pass at all. Every time I am saying what I am teaching to you is very beneficial for you. So guys, today I decided to teach you the topic active and passive voice. This topic you have been learning from standard 7th. Then also you are doing many we can say that silly mistakes in it. So in this lecture you know that you have heard the proverb that practice makes the man perfect. So grammar is a part of our life. If you know how to do the grammar, then it is very essential and useful in communication. And you know in today's era, communication skill, the person who is having this skill, that person is at the top level. So that we have to make the perfection in the grammar. So today's topic is active and passive voice. You have already learned the rules, and if you have any query that which rules were there, what table the ma'am had told us, okay, so you can refer your grammar notebook and you can refer my previous videos for learning the rules of grammar. In this lecture I am not going to tell you any rule, directly we are doing the exercise here. So guys, there are some questions I have written here. I will give some other questions also, but these are just I have written here. So the questions are like this. You know that change the voice. The question will be like this: change the voice. So change the voice means what? The sentence may be come in active form as well as passive form. So you have to identify the sentence, that how to do it, then write the answers. So there are 10 questions I have written here. So first question we are going to solve. I will tell you how it happened. Okay. So here will shows the future tense. So we can write this, and you know that this is the active voice. How to identify active and passive I also taught you in my previous videos. If you want to refer that, then you can. So let's solve this question. First, the sentence is how it happened. How it happened will be. How it happened will be told to you by me. So this is your answer. Here told to you is a phrase, okay, and you know that in a change the voice always we are using V3, means the third form of the sentence. So I have written this question like this, that how it happened will be told to you by me. Let's see the next question. Shukla accompanied him everywhere. So here you can take this first. So him becomes he, and accompanied shows the past tense, so I write was. Okay, then third form of accompanied is accompanied only. So he was accompanied everywhere by Shukla. These are the questions I have taken here from your chapter only. If you have written like this, he was accompanied by Shukla everywhere, this is also correct. I will repeat. what I have written here, he was accompanied everywhere by Shukla. Suppose some students have written like this, he was accompanied by Shukla everywhere. This is also correct. Next question is fix a date. This is the imperative sentence. So you can make this sentence by two ways. So how it is? First is by using let. So let a date be fixed. Let the date be fixed. Okay, this is your first answer, that I used late here. Suppose you want to make in another way, so you can write it like this or a date must be fixed. Okay, a date must be fixed by you can add. Because in imperative sentence, whatever the instructions we are giving to second person, so second person is you. So this question, that is imperative question, I made in two ways. That is, first one is let a date be fixed or a date must be fixed by you. Next question is Gandhi cheated the lawyers for collecting a big fee from the shopkeepers. So the answer is like this: the lawyers were cheated by Gandhi for collecting big fee from the sharecroppers. This is your answer. Next one is several lawyers accompanied him. Okay, so that him must be comes first and him becomes he. So the answer is like this: he was accompanied by several lawyers. This is your answer. Next question is he sent instructions to the ashram. Okay, so sent also shows you past tense. So how you can write instructions? Correct. Instructions were because instruction is a plural form, so I have taken were. Instructions were sent to the ashram by him. This is your answer. Next is he wired the full report to the viceroy. So wired also shows you that past tense. So the full report was wired by him to the viceroy. This is your answer. Next question is depositions by about 10,000 peasants were written down. Okay, so this is your, what we can say, it is were is there, so it is a passive form. Already you have given the passive form, so you have to write it into active form. So how you can write? You can suppose to be by is they. Okay, so you can write like this: they wrote down. They were shows past tense, so I have written wrote. Written becomes wrote. They wrote down. Okay, depositions. They wrote down depositions by about 10,000 peasants. They wrote down depositions by about 10,000 peasants. Documents were collected. So were shows that it is also in passive form. Okay, so how you can write? They collected documents. You have to suppose if by is not given here, then you can suppose this to be they. So I write they collected documents. This is your active voice, huh, students? I changed it into active. Passive you have given. Next one is this settlement was adopted unanimously by the commission. Okay, so we can write this way. The commission adopted this settlement unanimously. Correct? This settlement unanimously means all together. So these are the answers of the question. If you want to do it by yourself, then while writing the answers you can write with your own. Then after you can check that if they are correct or not. So students, here first exercise we have completed. Now I am going to write the next questions, but for that I want to make this board clean. So you can make the I will be aside. You can make the screenshot of it and you can pause my video here. Write down all these questions because next question I am going to teach you. So this is very easy, and in my previous videos I told you that if you want to practice, you can make the practice from CAT book, because in board also the related questions from the text is coming from the lesson only. The questions you have to be asked. Now I will take some questions from the other book. So write down the questions first. The question is like this. He ventured a question. This is, I am giving you 11th number. The question is, 5 questions we will write, thereafter we will solve them. Then after we will move ahead. He ventured a question. He ventured a question. Next one, we will write answer later. I will take the Frontier mail tonight out of Central. I will take the Frontier mail tonight out of Central. Tonight out of Central. Next question. Professor Gaitonde had not expected this. Professor Gaitonde had not expected this. Next question. 14. That the East India Company had been wound up shortly after the events of 1857. After the events of 1857. Next question, 15. The company was reduced, or we can say next one. Look at this. Look at this. So students, these are the questions. So we are going to write the answers of it. If you have 1 second, I will find out more question. Okay, we will write later there. So let's solve this question. He ventured a question. Okay, ventured shows you past tense, so you can take was. So a question was ventured by him. Okay, this is the answer. What is the next one? I will take the frontier mail tonight out of central. So what is the answer? The frontier mail, correct, will be correct or not? Yes, guys. So you can write like this. The frontier mail will be taken by me. You can write like this, or otherwise you can write another way, that will be taken tonight. This is also correct. Tonight out of central by me. If some students have written like this, the frontier mail will be taken by me tonight out of central. This is also correct. Okay, suppose you have taken this by me to here. This is also correct. Next is Professor Gaitonde had not expected this. So what is the answer? This had not been correct. So the answer is like this. This had not been expected by Professor Gaitonde. This is your answer. Next one is the East India Company had been wound up shortly after the events of 1857. Had been shows you passive voice. You have to change this sentence into active form. So what I told you, you have to take they here. So they, we can make the starting like this. They had wound up East India Company. They have East India Company. Then make the remaining one right one. Shortly after the events of 1857. So the answer is they had wound up East India Company shortly after the events of 1857. This is your answer. Okay. Now next question is, look at this. This is also imperative sentence. In previous question also I have taken this one imperative. So we can make line starting like this. Let this be looked at. This is your first one. Let this be looked at. Suppose you want to make the another one, then you have write this like here. देख लेते हो यहाँ दिया है कि नहीं? दिया हुआ है. So our this must be looked at. Okay. So these are the 5 questions extra we have taken. So I am also going to give you other questions. Before this, you have to write this one. Okay, those who have started to write, they can, and we will write the another questions here. See. Next question is, Rajendra was, this is your 16 one, 16. Rajendra was dumbfounded by the narrative. Rajendra was dumbfounded by the narrative. Okay, next one, 17. That is, the company was reduced. The company was reduced to the pockets of influence all over India. Influence all over India. 18. Students, maybe you will get reflection here because of this slide. अगर रिफ्लेक्शन आ रहा है तो तुम लोग वीडियो थोड़ा ऐसे आंसर भी कहीं पे एक जगह रिफ्लेक्शन होगा, तुम लोग थोड़ा मैनेज कर लेना बेटा, क्योंकि उसका कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज दैट इवेंट वाज टेकन एज एन कॉमन. That event was taken as an common by the Maratha army. It turned the tide in their favor. It turned the tide in their favor. Next one, 20. He was hit by the bullet. He was hit by the bullet. So 20 questions we have made the revision of them. So let's write down the answers. So the question I have written, Rajendra was dumbfounded by the narrative. This is also the question of passive. You have to change this question into active. So how? So you just take the narrative first. The narrative dumbfounded Rajendra. Completed. This is the question you have given in passive form. I change it into active. Next question is like this. The company was reduced pockets of influence all over India. So you can write this one. You have to write suppose to they reduced. Okay, they reduced the company. Correct? They reduced the company to pockets of influence all over India. Correct, guys? Next question is that event was taken as an omen by the Maratha army. So what you can write? The Maratha army comes first. So write this way. Answer. I have not left this space. We will write the answer first. So the answer is like this. The Maratha army taken becomes V2 means 2. Okay, the Maratha army took that event as an omen. Okay. So next I am writing the question. Question 19. Your question 19 is, he was hit by the bullet. Answer then 20. Question 20. Turn the tide in their favor. It turned the tide in their favor. So let's write the answer. He was hit by the bullet. By shows you past passive form. You have to change it into active. The bullet hit becomes hit because in V1 hit, V2 hit, V3 hit. The bullet hit him. Complete. The bullet hit him. Next question is turn the tide in their favor. Okay, so you can write this way. The tide was turned in their favor by it. This way you have to do change the words. I hope you will have get the understanding of how to change active into passive and vice versa. Means passive to active. Now 20 questions we have completed, guys. So let's have some practice questions for you also. So you should be ready for writing your homework question. I am not giving much homework to you, but just 5 questions and you have to make the practice of it. If suppose some students want to write all the questions by themselves, then you have to make the questions and write the answer, then check out the answers from my video. Okay, so let's have some homework for you. Because we have completed 20 practice question or revision question, then easily I know my all students will do the 5 homework questions very easily. So the questions are like this. Let's write the question first. Up to 20 we have completed. Next one is your 21 homework question. This is your 20th. You can continue numbers. I had simply put your experience down. I had simply put your experience down to fantasy. You have to write the answer of it. 22. Let's apply it to the Battle of Panipat. Let's apply it to the Battle of Panipat. Please hear me out. Please hear me out. 24. Why did I make the transition? Why did I make the transition? Question mark. This is your interrogative question. 25. Last one. I have conveyed my regrets. I have conveyed my regrets to These are the homework question, only 5 I have given. So what you have to do, if suppose if you have not getting these answers of these question, then you can ask me this question in doubt solving lecture. I hope with this you got better understanding of change the voice, because next further I will not going to do the any practice exercise of it. This is your final exercise for your annual exam, for your board exam. Okay guys, with this, and don't forget to write all this content in your grammar notebook. You have to write in grammar notebook itself. So I am ending my lecture here. We will meet in next lecture with some next new content. Bye guys.